The International Health Optimizing Clinic Group now counts more than 200 clinics around the world. We started the first clinic in 2002, and already in 3 years we had 143 clinics using our methodology and the technologies that we had at that time. We've helped almost 500,000 patients and really have proof of concepts that these methodologies work, and we've found our protocols for how to deal with different issues. So I grew up in a family of top renowned scientists in the fields of physics, chemistry and medicine, and yet I was very, very sick when I was young. Later I found out that it was just because I was drinking a lot of cow milk and I didn't really tolerate that well. But I was medicated heavily and the medicine just made me more and more sick. So what I realized is that medicine is not always the solution. It's more something you would do to lower symptoms. While in my case, I really wanted to have my health problems resolved. And from the background of growing up in a family of top renowned scientists, I realized that this was my opportunity to find solutions that weren't already there. I really did find solutions by looking up research teams all over the world who were doing groundbreaking research, mostly on the body's self-regulating, self-healing capabilities, cell communication technologies, and how to utilize modern science and modern technologies to be able to influence health. As you probably noticed, the development of technologies in different areas in medicine have really progressed exponentially. And it has actually also within medicine. It's just that there's a lag of 10 to 20 years from a technology is developed until you will find it in a normal clinical setting. So the most unique thing about the health optimizing concept is that we utilize all the latest research, all the latest technologies that are developed from all over the world. So we are 10 to 20 years ahead of other clinics when it comes to utilizing new developments. But it's not just that we integrate the technologies faster, it's the whole methodology that we are really trying to find as many pieces of the bigger jigsaw puzzle of how the body works as possible, so that instead of just having a few pieces and trying to evaluate what that piece is, we're finding enough pieces to see what the whole image is, to really find out what is going on in the body and what is it that we should address to help someone optimize their health as much as possible. So that is what health optimizing is about. So what was previously not possible was to really find out what was not functioning right and why it was not functioning right. And how can you solve a health problem if you cannot get to the core of it? Usually you cannot, and that's why medicine today is mainly focused on symptom reduction. And of course everybody working in that model, they're always trying their best and they're doing a great job at reducing symptoms. But if we really want to have our health problems solved, and if we really want also to expel health beyond that, to really tap into our potential to feel great and to avoid developing health problems in the first place, then we need to find out what is it that is not functioning right and why is it not functioning right. What are the underlying causations for things to develop? What trigger factors are there that is triggering the development? What other factors are there that takes the capacity for the body to deal with any new challenge? So we can really evaluate the cardiovascular system, the autonomic nervous system is regulating activity in the body, any pre-diabetic development, and we can map out things even down to a cellular level. We can see how the cells are able to do their job, what the exchange of ions is, what type of activity, the energy production in the cells. So everything that has to do with the main regulations of the body and the main functions, and even down to a cellular level, we're able to map out well enough to see the overall jigsaw puzzle and what picture it forms. Of course, we cannot measure all the millions of processes going on in the body, but we can today measure more than 20,000 parameters, and in the normal visit to your doctor you will typically measure anywhere from 2 to 20 different factors. So there's quite a big difference here, and the more factors we can test, the more we can find out how we can help the best way. We only do non-invasive treatments. That means we're not creating any harm with what we do, and we're also not overriding the body's own mechanisms to regulate. We are supporting them, because the body has amazing self-healing, self-regulating capabilities, and we can support those mechanisms. We can even specifically trigger those mechanisms. So what we have is a franchise. It's called Health Optimizing, and for the first time now in Asia we have a Health Optimizing clinic, and this is the Health Optimizing Manila. And at this clinic we have brilliant doctors. We have headhunted the best of the best to work here, and then what we are bringing in is the education, and we're bringing in the experience, all the experience we have from our methodologies and from almost 500,000 patients by now. So for years we've had people coming from Asia, even from the Philippines to Norway or to other countries really far from here to have help with their health. And I'm so excited that now you can actually have availability to this amazing clinic concept here in Manila. So if you have any health problems you want to find out more about, or if you want to optimize health, then for sure this is the right place to come.